Hello, gamers. Hello, noobs. Welcome to Game 5, and it's a regular game. With me is a very sweet player that everyone enjoys playing with, one of the most positive presences in our community. Even though she hasn't been around for that long, she's already a tournament organizer and a great help. She loves all animals, but there's one that she loves the most. The most adorable panda on the planet. Let's welcome Pandamania.
Hi. That was a really, really nice introduction.
I'm
Thank you.
glad you like it.
Sam.
I'm really happy to
I
have you
loved
here with
it.
me. So, yeah, this is a regular game, and it seems a little bit low-key compared to
Great.
like what we had so far. I think it's gonna be a chill game, fun one.
Fingers crossed. We'll see. I'm just hoping that my team wins. We need some points.
And from your team
Uh,
is Meeman, right?
they're me, man. Yeah, the
That's
one and
good.
only.
So looking at the players, I think that we can expect this to be like very one-sided. Like, look, even on the table on the left-hand side, you have Xander, Meiman, and Dark Psyduck. Those players are very
Hmm.
experienced.
Oh, okay, okay.
And players on the right, they also have some experience, but they their experience isn't nearly enough. So
Hmm.
this game could look like those players on the left-hand side, could dominate logic-wise.
That's possible. I mean, I have played with both Obey and Sakshan, and I think they play well. I do agree that it is a possibility that the right hand side does have more experienced players, and they will probably be able to control the game and the narrative of the game. So we'll see how that goes.
1.3 already is kind of standing out. So you have this very loud 1.1. He's off picking 1.5 hammer, which isn't that something you see all the time. And
Hmm.
then you have Meme off picking Xander and Dark Psyduck. So in 1.3 situation here, you have this like the most obvious boring pick is to unpick 1.4. But he
Hmm.
decides to like off pick Xander and Tina kinda forcing 1.4 because of 1.1, 1.3 situation. Now I'm trying to
Hmm.
think about Xander's team, or rather Walrus teams with good ones. So that would be what?
But
Square.
I mean, honestly, I'm not sure. I don't normally like hammer on picks. I feel like they can be an easy pick for spies, in my opinion, but I don't know if that's,
Mhm.
factual.
But in this situation, 1.4 is kind of
Oh,
forced. 1.5 is like
yeah.
bonkers. Like this pick is,
This is
well,
this
it's
is a
gonna make the
very
game
simple.
interesting, but it's not a
I
good pick.
agree. Oh
It's
my God. Okay,
so
okay, we'll see if it's
let's think about what 1.5 should have been. Probably Meeman.
I mean,
Probably
yeah, I
straight
would
up
have picked
Meeman.
Neiman, I think. I would not have picked Tana for this for 1.5, so that's quite
There,
surprising.
there could be an argument for picking Xander,
Hmm.
but yeah, Meeman,
Possible.
Meeman would be well, I think the best pick here.
I would agree with you there. I would have picked Neiman if that was me in this situation.
Hey, that's good. Oh, 2.1, the first accuse, and this kind of accuses are very rare and very interesting, and it's anti-M1, not even
Hmm.
involving 1.4. That is 2.5
Yeah.
right now. That's a very silent pick. It is very loud, but it doesn't ask for much control. So usually you try to get yourself on the picks, and you want to
Hmm.
pick your picks in a way that involve you into the game. And pick like 2.1 is more like I want to give information more than I
Hmm.
want to be involved in the game. And that usually pays off in M3. So you will see in this game that deck is going to be picked quite a lot in M3. I can tell you this
Oh,
already.
that's a good point, actually. Mm. I'm looking forward to see if that's actually the case.
So 2.2, 2.3. the obvious picks.
Mm-hmm.
Now Walrus picks. And if he's gonna pick right hand side, then like I wouldn't go with that because dark side are accused. And if you pick right hand side, then you kind of have the only ad being Meeman. Look at 1.3. So if I Walrus right now and I pick right hand side and I picked 1.3 saying that Xander would be a spy, then
Oh.
okay, so exactly he had to accuse. He
Mm-hmm.
had to pick something else here. And well, that's a rest pick actually.
Yeah.
Rest pick that. So what do you pick here? You would add Meeman, right? You see 1.5, you pick Meeman. And if not,
I
you pick
mean,
Duck. Duck and
I,
Walrus probably.
honestly, I think I would just go with Neiman for this one. I don't know. I think it's more so because I would have wanted to see Neiman on 1.5 and I would have gone with him.
Oh,
And
okay, that's a good point I forgot. So Saxon could
hmm
have picked Meeman, but he didn't. And
yeah.
if you are here at the 2.5 and you want to pick Saxon and Meeman, you have to ask yourself the question, hey Saxon, why didn't you pick Meeman? There's a chance he's PR that wanted to avoid Meeman, and right now you would be just kind of overriding him, vetoing him in the
hmm
process. So this
That's
is a
true.
pick I'm glad you pointed out. I completely forgot about that. So yeah, this is a pick that you should only make if you want to VT Saxon,
hmm
or you assume that he doesn't know what he's doing. But we don't usually assume that, especially in turning games.
Yeah, I think he knows what he's doing. Like he tends to play fairly decently in my opinion.
But then,
Oh,
who are we adding? This game doesn't really have
I
many
don't
ads,
know.
unless okay. So assume that Walrus is a spy, and
Mm-hmm.
you pick Xander Haug here because you don't want to pick Neiman and Dak accused. But who's that then? Dak? Yeah, there's. You don't have any ad to 1.5.
Yeah, I'm just reading the game chat right now.
All right, let's
Let's
see the games, and I was so focused on the
they're
pick logic.
already talking.
I'm rest
I'm
in case
wondering.
anyone wanted to know. I'm Morpheus. Duck has actually a very serious chat, which I
Mm-hmm.
like. Yeah, I would honestly go after this chat. Probably Walrus and like Dark Psyduck on fail used by Walrus as Tanatina.
Yeah, I mean, does make a good point about there being too much. Okay, so.
Okay, and exactly, this is the pick that would make a lot of sense if
Mm-hmm.
1.5 was picked. And now, what do you do with your
Oh.
Tina? Okay, so look, Saxon looks extremely strong here. He has a very
Mm-hmm.
good argument, like Tina, why did you do this? I didn't pick Meeman. I know that I should have.
Yeah, except that right now, I'm wondering if anyone's gonna be accusing one another right now.
I
Let's see.
really dislike this 2.5. Damn, what was that 2.5? Exactly, Saxon has so much right to say this.
Mm-hmm.
You should never pick this. If you follow the game, like I unfortunately completely forgot about that. So if 1.5 is different and this is what you see,
Mm-hmm. All right, what's Zach's gonna do now?
oh, so his POV right now is picking anti-meme and Tina. He has kind of one pick, or
Mm-hmm.
left hand side and himself. I'm not even looking at them once, by the way. So let's see one. Yeah, left hand side and Saxon is a good pick.
I wonder if he's going to pick it.
Do you
He's
know
just
why left hand side and Saxon is a good pick, by the way?
no, what is that?
All right, so let's see M1s. And UC 1.1, Sasha
Mm-hmm.
gets info that Walrus is a spy if Xander is Res. And then, more
Mm-hmm.
importantly, you see Doc accusing by picking Walrus and Xander. And then you see Walrus
Mm-hmm.
picking Dark Psyduck and Xanderhag. So when Walrus picks Dark Psyduck, that means Doc more Res than Walrus. So look at
Mm-hmm.
this situation here. So Doc picks Walrus first, And then
Mm-hmm.
after three picks, he gets picked back by Dark
Mm-hmm.
Psyduck. That that is just always gonna make Duck more
Look
rest.
more vibes. Yeah,
Exactly,
that makes
exactly.
sense.
That's why if you're picking Walrus, you're always gonna pick Duck. But if you're picking Duck, you don't have to pick Walrus.
Mm-hmm. That is a good point.
So let's pick. So yeah, let's go into why left hand side is this good pick. So Mimon was mentioned by Xander. Xander said
Mm-hmm.
something like, "Oh, if you're picking Mimon, you should pick me." And Dak is looking more rest than I'll be Mr. Walrus, and M1 makes sense with left hand side in. Okay, 1.2 actually doesn't, but let's fuck him
So Chen
once.
is agreeing with them now. He's saying that he misplayed on 2.5. So I'm just wondering why Sax is taking so long to pick 3.1.
Maybe he's just focused on chatting, which
Yeah, he
makes
is, but I
sense.
don't think it's really. I mean, it does, but at the same time, is it really necessary? It's only M3. It's not even crit right
Well,
now.
that depends. This pick is quite important. Usually in threes,
Mm-hmm.
you have two approaches to threes. You will see players do either one of those two things. So the first one, I'm gonna pick with good and ones, and this is what most people usually do. And the other is I will try to make some space because I want more information. So some people will pick
Mm-hmm.
reject, some people will chat, and well, all of those approaches are very good. It's just like you want to get the clean as fast as possible with your Merlin being alive.
Yeah, you're right.
If I had a minute left, I don't think we have timers. Honestly, do we have timers for like normal picks?
I don't think so.
If I had a minute left, Bob just tell me.
Mhm.
All right, social reading. Honestly, I really don't like social reading this early on because I feel like logic in 6P is super strong in M2 and M3. You can see a lot. That is, I usually also social read. Told you this pick is what he should pick.
Yeah. Oh,
And
okay, okay. Thank you.
I also told you that this 2.1 from Dak will make him picked very often in M3.
Do you think it's gonna be apt?
I think it
Oh,
should be. Okay, and
that's
this is where
interesting.
your VT POV should start thinking. Because this pick is the most logical, but you only have the previous like logical picks. And people
Mm-hmm.
here have more information, right? So if things start being shaky and logical teams are not approved, then you start thinking about PR info. Meeman rejecting
Yeah.
this is okay, so he can reject this because he picked 1.2.
Mm-hmm.
Darksider can reject this because, well, perhaps he actually wants to be correct, or maybe he
Mm-hmm.
sees 1.5. But I feel like 1.5 could be forgiven, given that Tina was picked 2.5.
Yeah.
Oh, Obemus Walrus says
Oh.
that he wants to see top after picking 2.4 and on Darkside's pick. Oh dear. Well, I know who Darkseid is not gonna pick.
Oh my Lord. Okay, let's see. Why would you pick top here? That's a good point. Why would you?
Well, he wouldn't pick it here. This is funny. What would you pick here if you would be Darkseid?
Oh, I don't know. I would
Alright, so you wouldn't pick Walrus.
yeah. I well actually this is
Okay, I like this. This is funny. Maybe it's a pick rich. It's not a very standard pick. It's a pick rich.
oh okay,
Yeah,
just pick reject. Okay.
policy.
Yeah. But they upped it. That's interesting.
Two people opted.
Yeah.
So let's see, Meeman is rejecting 3.1, but he's approving 3.2. Now, when you see
Mm-hmm.
3.2, this is a PR pick. From Meeman's POV, this
Mm-hmm.
is a PR pick, and from Walrus POV, it also kind of is a PR pick. So but I'm not sure if I would let this slide.
Oh, does he just he just rest himself?
Yeah, some people do that for, I have no clue what reason. So Xander, ah, it's interesting, but like, yeah, everyone is picking Duck.
Mm-hmm.
It's not really because of 2.1, by the way, it's because of 2.4. But what is
2.4.
interesting is that,
Oh, he rejected.
yeah, he doesn't
Duck
want
is
to be picked with
rejecting every.
Walrus, you know? Like, logically, when Walrus proposes top on your pick, and you're not on
Mm-hmm.
top, you go like, what the fuck, man?
Yeah, that's fair. That's a good point.
If you're Meeman now, and you want to pick something, so what is Doc claiming? He has killed a lot of teams, actually. So,
Yeah. I mean, he's saying
let's
I'm not killing these teams as a spy, by the way. There's no incentive when the game is pretty off the rails. Okay, so what the heck is he doing?
yeah, I mean, I don't know, like this shot, like I'm not doing this as a spy. I don't
Mm-hmm.
buy this. Like usually I'm like, yeah, bro, like you can fucking do this as a spy, whatever, man.
Yeah.
Tina is looking more and more rest, by the way. I'll tell you this
Yeah.
much. People are playing like Tina's rest. So
Well, I mean,
left hand side and
it's
Tina.
fair to assume that could
What
be.
do you
Do you think
think?
he's gonna pick it?
It's a difficult pick because he's been standing by his 1.2 and 1.1.
Yeah.
But I feel like
The thing is,
you
nobody
should drop
wants
him
him
once.
on.
You should drop him once.
Oh,
Oh, because Walrus proposed that team. Yeah, that makes sense. It's
yeah.
logical.
But I don't
But it
want Senna
seems more of
on.
a spy, honestly. It does seem
We
more as a
can we
spy
off him.
pick. So, look, Dak just rejected, Solo rejected a team, but he didn't know it's Solo reject, but he rejected a
Oh, wait,
team. Look at this panda. So, if
wait.
it's
Senna
top,
is saying
actually,
that.
yeah, go on.
Uh-huh.
I'll tell
Senna is
you.
saying that he spied Xander. When did he spy Xander?
Ready? That's a
That's
very good
interesting.
picture from him. Oh yeah, he did spy him, but he did spy him on 3.1.
Mm-hmm.
And he overrides. Okay, so you know why it's not top, or like why top is very unlikely.
Why?
So
Oh,
it's a float probably. Also, so look at 3.3. It if it passes, then spies would have two hammers if 3.3
oh, that's a good
passes.
point.
And Duck
Mm-hmm.
solo rejects that. It could happen, but it's just not a very good plan. It it is
Wait, what is this up?
well, it's a floated in three.
Okay. Oh, this game is pretty funny. I don't know.
Wait, so it wasn't a floated? Was it a float or not?
Well, no,
It
Neiman
wasn't
is
a float. It wasn't a float. At 2.1
so
is
it's Sax and Neiman.
hmm. Yeah, it's not gonna be Tina's Merlin.
Oh, so
Walrus.
okay.
It's not a Merlin, I don't think so.
Oh, so Sax John wants Psyduck or Walrus. Oh, I
Uh,
don't think Walrus picked clean as Merlin. Surely not.
well, I mean, 3.5 is extremely strong because Tina says that Xander and Tina are spying each other.
Yeah, so it can't be them. Uh, Duck didn't want. So could Walrus be
Percy to Dark Side.
yeah,
He could.
that's why he would have wanted top.
But if Walrus is Percy to Dark Side and Saxon, why is he talking about top?
I don't know.
Hmm.
I mean, it would also make sense why Saxon did 1.5. Hmm.
Oh no, 1.5 can't really be explained.
Yeah. No, I mean like because they're both spies in that sense. I don't know. I'm just trying to read back on chat.
Yeah, but he can't because of a bug.
Hmm. Yeah, Tenna spied Xander, so Tenna can't be Merlin here unless this is some. Hmm. Also, both Jack
Oh
and
shit, I can't even
Walrus
send this. Fuck.
send what?
Okay, so I made a paste bin for Meeman because he can't read chat history, but I can't send it because I don't have permissions. Oh fuck.
Oh,
That is very unfortunate. I have to raise this.
it is. They have until.
Okay, so let's tell them. I can't even tell them how much time do they have left because I can't type anything.
Oh, you
Because
can't type?
yeah, because room is muted to spectators and I'm just a normal player without the T. Well, what do we do even?
Oh,
Yep,
I'll try.
yep, yep, people, this is what two tournament organizers do when they don't have the T. We can't
Okay,
do
one
much.
second.
Alright, let's go back to assassination then. Let's go over some combos. Tina, Tina to Saxon. Actually, 3.1 rejects are very interesting. Duck has played very, very strong. Duck to Thunder. With Walrus, nah. Yo, do you think it's Duck? Do you think it's Duck with suicide, by the way? If Duck is Merlin, then this is a suicide play.
I mean, yeah. Well, he did 2.1 and then Walrus did 2.4. So this is fascinating. I'm really curious to see his
You
Merlin.
know, honestly, I will. First of all, I need to open guesses. Yep, so, sorry guys for the technical difficulties we've been having. You know, I think it's Walrus. more than Dak.
Could Duck be Percy 2 hours?
Oh,
He's been
this
playing
is
PR.
something we should investigate. So what? Oh, but then how is he rejecting 3.1? 3.1 is such a hard to reject as
Okay, I'm just gonna DM them. Can I DM them the time they have?
yeah. This is so funny. Oh dear. That's a very, very cool assassination to watch, I bet. Okay, they're gonna shoot Duck after all. They are gonna go for the suicide play.
Is Duck someone that normally suicides often? I don't think so. Is he?
That's the problem. I think he could suicide, but I'm not sure if he would this game.
Yeah,
Oh,
Percival. Oh
Walrus was
wow.
GT.
Damn.
I wouldn't shoot Dog, but I would probably shoot Walrus. Which is funny because he was the first player that I have in Maryland. I
Hmm.
flipped. Okay,
This was an interesting game.
that was a very good game.
It
Very
was.
interesting. Okay, at least we didn't have to have the stress of the timer reaching 40.
That's true. That's a good point.
All right, it was really nice having you here with me.
Thank you for having me. I'm happy to be in this video.
My pleasure. All right, guys, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.